It's Monday, the 11th of May, 2020. And that can mean one thing, and one thing only, that it's time for today's The Quiz with me. It's your host, Edward C. Lewis. Oh, and of course joined, as always, we're matching today. Did you realise this? We've got sort of themes going on, kind of you didn't see me in the photo earlier, but WNL, you've got a kind of grey-blue vibe going on with hints of kind of yellow.
That's my face and hair, yes.
Can you see that? That we're sort of, there's definitely thematic going on. Is everyone all right? How was everybody's weekends? I've just noticed something over here in the chat on the side. I've just got to go and quickly go and have a look here. But, oh, yeah. Alien, All Your Box, Silma, Osric 42, Millstone Barn, Darren Signal, The Winter Mute, Osric 42, XLG 47. All of the best ones are here. Hello, everybody, and hello, Oliver Bestwins, and also hello to Jason Isaacs. How is everyone today? How are you doing? How was your weekend? Nice big long weekend, wasn't it? What about you, WNL? How was your weekend?
Oh, very good. Put out the parasol, and it was needed. And actually, took a couple of days holiday myself, and
nice.
Burrowed my way through Emerson, some more Emerson. Yeah, it was good fun.
Some Emerson?
Yeah.
Very lovely.
So articles on, I'm reading about nature, art, and the poet. An article called The Poet, yeah.
Very nice. Put out the parasites, says Commander Benkai. No, parasols.
Parasol.
Great. How was your weekend, Silkenid? Osric 42 says, meh. We can't win them all, can we? Do you know what I mean? Some days, some weekends will be better than others. I had a good one. On Thursday, I did the walk that I said I was going to do. I ended up doing, well, first of all, I set off walking, and I put my phone in the bottom of my bag. And I went for a walk because I didn't want to refer to my phone at all. It was there just in case of emergencies. And also I was listening to Limmy's autobiography, which is, by the way, Limmy is a Scottish comedian that I am a huge fan of. Big inspiration. Not that I'm in any way a comedian, but I just mean in terms of his patter and his way of being. But what a as he would say, a rangan he is. He really was as a kid. A little naughty kid, but I really recommend not Lemmy, not the metal bass player from the band, whatever they were called, Motorhead. Limmy, he's a Scottish comedian, still relevant these days. He's now gone to Twitch. He's Twitch streaming right now. Don't go and watch him though, because you're watching this. But yeah, he's changed to Twitch. It's really weird. He's now like a full-time Twitch streamer. It's a very anyway, well worth listening to. Really interesting guy. So I was listening to that. And I was walking, and I would just stop and I'd go, excuse me, can you point me in the general direction of Hampstead? And then people would go, yeah, it's that way. And I'd go, great, thank you. Got turned around a few times, got lost a little bit, but that was kind of part of the point, was just to explore. And of course, I always follow the rules. It would always be 2 meters apart. And I'd say, excuse me, sir, from across the road, can you tell me? And I would doff my cap to them. And they would say yes, and they would point me the way. I ended up getting to Hampstead Heath, walked around Hampstead Heath. It was beautiful, sat in a grove, ate some bread, hung out. There was even a bakery open that I actually, again, followed the rules and stood 2 meters apart. Got some good bread, got a good coffee. How about that? That was exciting. Then walked back around, walked all the way through Golders Green, went through 2 zoos, saw some giraffes, walked the wrong way back, ended up at other side of Regent's Park, other side of Camden, which, by the way, is an hour away from where I've gone. So after this walk of doing a circuit of Hampstead Heath and walking up to Hampstead Heath, which took me 2.5 hours, I then walked back around. I got back to the shop, my local shop, and I know the lady who works there. She's great. I don't know where they're from. I feel like she might be Greek, but I like the way she talks. She's got this really strange voice that she sort of talks. It's London, but it's sort of like affected, isn't it? And I thought I really liked her voice, and I like those guys. Anyway, they were like, "You've been walking today?" And I was like, "I went all the way to." She was like, "You went all there?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Get your phone out." So I got my phone out of my bag, and I pressed steps, and I'd walked 21 kilometers. I'd walked 21 kilometers in a morning, and for the rest of the weekend, I was just lying down. I was lying down. My legs still sore today, and I haven't walked that much for a long time. But every step reminded me of how I felt when I would that walk across the Lake District. A couple of years back, I walked all the way from Ulverston to Carlisle, and I loved it so much. Just did it on my own, and every step further away from home that I got, I was just smiling. And I realised how, and we haven't really talked much serious stuff on this stream, but I did realise that I had maybe developed a little bit of cabin fever, and I needed that. I needed to get out and go for a walk on my own. And how much I need travel, and how much I'm used to travel. This is the longest I've ever stayed in one city, maybe my entire adult life, like easily. Like, I'm usually in the car, on the train, I'm usually flying to America to do work, or to Germany, or to France, or all sorts. So anyway, all your boxes. And here's me, walked 3 meters to my office yesterday, doesn't quite compare. The only thing says, did you follow the rules? Did you fold your money into paper planes and glide them into the baker's till? Yes, I did. Kind of bank says your car broke. I don't have a car. Darren Signal says, it's your life. Doth your cap. This ain't Oliver Twist times. Yes, alien. Yes, it is. It is now. We've regressed back. But then, it was hot. It was like 22 degrees. So there's so much just beating down on me the whole time. I thought, I have not brought any sun cream. So for also Friday and Saturday especially, my entire core temperature was raised by a few degrees. It was just sweating and sort of just hot to the touch. But there you go. It was great. Osric says, I took 5 hours on Saturday morning for similar reasons I got for half an hour walk each day. Absolutely. I feel like that's probably what I should be doing. But I'm the kind of person, as you know, anyone listening and also WNL, to like, it's never anything by half. It's just either all or nothing with me. You were found skinny dipping in a pool 3 miles away from home. Oh, Commander Benkai's got a nice story. He ran away on my trike with a girl when I was 3.5, and apparently people worried and called the police, and he was found skinny dipping in a pool 3 miles away. Wow. That's an unusual story. Sounds fab. Did get some great Lake District walks back in my youth. Amazing views. Yeah, I cannot wait to go for another big long walk again. I'm really looking forward to it. But hello everyone, and thank you for joining. This week we have a full week for you. Last week we only did 3 days, but this week, unless something unfortunate happens, touch all sorts of wood, then we'll have the full week for you, all 5 days. So yeah, WNL, what's on the menu for today's quiz?
Well, we had an observation last week that it was quite difficult for someone who was viewing in from Australia. From Australia, right?
That's right.
And so we decided we would do an Australian one. I've not seen him, her, whatever yet today, as far as on the chat. But we're going to go with Australia anyway.
I mean, we should. We've got a lot of good people here. I mean, all of the best ones. But
all of the best ones.
Yeah.
I actually got my legs out over the weekend as well. For the first time, I wore a pair of shorts, and it was frightening. All the local fauna, flora, everything,
Yeah.
The plants leaned the other way, and all the birds left the garden. It was rather eerie.
Oh. Well, it's nice. 1 second. Sorry. I'm just having a look now for everybody in the chat. Was it Cosmogrog?
No, Bush
Ranger.
Bush Ranger, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're here. Anyway, that's okay. Let's go. It's Australia. We've got 10 questions, of course. If you haven't been here, then you know the rules. No, you don't. 10 questions. Edward will turn off the chat stream. He won't be able to see you chatters, your responses. I'll see them. I'll take the first 3. If we have some sort of consensus, that's your answer. No consensus, it'll be the first of the 3 answers that gives you your answer. I'll then ask Edward for his, and we'll compare how the scores skyrocket.
Sounds good. And Sticks to 42 says it's a quality quiz. Quality.
No, I would say no koalas or any Australian animals. Kangaroos have been harmed in the making of this quiz.
Is it Australian specific or Australian New Zealand?
It is Australian specific.
Okay, so we it was bushrange, wasn't it? Well, we'll tell him or her off next time they join. Whatever pronoun they identify with for the time being. Our screen should be flipped upside down.
Hey, now Oh, yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. It's Monday. Cut me some
It would
slack.
ruin my eyes.
But yeah, right. Should we? What do you reckon, everyone? Should we get? I feel like it's an. I feel like it's a calmer. I feel like it's a calmer quiz today. A little less mad. But
we'll see.
Yes,
Can I remind you that last time you both fared very well. What was it, 10-9 or something like that? It was a very close run thing, and you both brought your averages back up after I had tortured you the day before.
Yeah, it was a particularly special quiz the day before.
This is our 31st quiz, by the way. Okay. We've managed 31 of these over the however many millions of weeks.
Any more facts?
Sorry?
Go on. Sorry.
I don't have any more stats for you right now. I'm saving them. Originally, we said when we did 17, we had stats, and I thought, okay, when we get to 34, I'll give you the next lot of stats and see how you fared.
Okay. I'm in.
Okay. Are you ready? It's time for Australia.
Time for Australia.
Time for Australia. Okay.
Funnily enough, well, I'll don't. It doesn't matter. It's just about a film that I wanted to watch recently and I haven't. And I'm worried that it's going to come up in the quiz, so I'm not going to say anything. But it's not about.
Relatively straightforward quiz here. Question number one. This is Australia's largest UNESCO World Heritage Site, stretching over an area of approximately 345,000 square kilometers. What is it? Australia's largest UNESCO World Heritage Site, stretching over an area of approximately 345,000 square kilometers. Can you name it?
I feel like I should be able to. Can you give me one more time again through the question?
I do have their answer. It's Australia's largest UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Yeah.
It stretches over an area of approximately 345,000 square kilometers. Can you name it? I have their answer, yes, and they're arguing. Well, not arguing with each other. They're discussing. Some people a little bit too prompt with their answers.
Are they getting? They could. There's just this. The ranks have been shaken up. I like it. I'm really struggling because I know that I know this, but clearly my brain just hasn't quite kicked in yet today after the long weekend. I just can't think of anything other than the bush right now.
345,000 square kilometers.
Yeah,
quite expanse.
Yeah. I know, and it's obviously some desert, but I can't think of. No, I can't. That's too. I'm going to. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm disappointing
you. You're going to some outback desert.
I'm embarrassed in front of my friends.
No. I caught you out. I
on.
caught you out with the very first question. It was a bit of a trick because it's off the coast. It's the Great Barrier Reef.
Okay, well, I would have got it wrong anyway, even if I'd remembered what I was trying to think of.
Well, they split it between Uluru, Ayers Rock, as it used to be called, and but eventually got to the Great Barrier Reef. So they're 1-0 in the lead after one question.
Well done. And yeah, well, I mean, a trick question. If you've got any smarts about you, you probably would have known it.
Well, question number 2 is a bit of a multiple guess, though. So I'm going to give you the answer and a couple of incorrect ones. You decide which is which and write it down. Let's assume that you have an Australian friend with whom you're reasonably familiar. Do you refer to him as Kelly, Cobber, or Digger?
What?
Which one is the Australian slang term for a friend? We're assuming you have an Australian friend whom you're reasonably familiar. Do you refer to him as Kelly, Cobber, or Digger? No cheating. Get it down. What do you call him?
Be right back.
I have their
enough.
Come back. All is forgiven. Yes.
Back.
He's shouting at the street. You there?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't doing.
What do I call you?
Hold on. Hold on a minute. I've got the power to do something here. What time is it in Australia?
Power to do something here.
Hold on.
I like that. Is this? It's sort of like
ringtone.
Jiggling. I don't know, jiggling Jello in a.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's not going to work. It's a shame. He's going to try. It's just going to be awkward now because he's going to just try and call me back. I just have an Australian on speed dial, and he's a good boy, and he would have helped me out, but alas, he didn't pick up. All right, that's what True Friends are for. Give me the options again. I'm going to guess.
We do you refer to this Australian friend as Kelly, Cobber, or Digger? The Australian slang more commonly used as a word for or a term for a friend.
Really?
Kelly, Cobber, or Digger?
Kelly?
You're going Kelly.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you're going Kelly. The chat stream went Digger. And they're all terms of affection in a variety of ways, but the one that's most specifically used to refer to a friend is Cobber.
Cobber.
Yeah, Cobber.
Did they get it right?
No, so it's still 1-0 to the chat stream.
You really needed Bushranger today, didn't you? You guys really needed your Aussie. The chat has needed their
Everybody
Aussie.
needs a Bushranger. Okay, question number 3. We're gonna go high culture here. In Banjo Patterson's poem "Waltzing Matilda," it says, "Down came a jumbuck to drink at that billabong." What is a jumbuck? Is it a cow, a pig, or a sheep?
God, I thought you're trying to.
Down came a jumbuck to drink at that billabong.
You're feeling that Thursday difficulty vibe, aren't you? The Tuesday difficulty vibe. Oh, here we go. One second. Hello, Johnny Roses. You're on the internet. Hello. Can you? I don't know if the people can hear you. They can't probably. It's quite quiet.
Can you hear me now better?
Oh yeah, you can hear you very clearly. So hi everybody. For those watching and still listening to this nonsense, this is Johnny Roses, the Bethesda community manager for Australia, New Zealand, and he's come along. Guess what the quiz is all about today, Johnny? Australia.
Go on. Great.
So first of all, if you can follow Lone Vault Wanderer on Twitter, is that right? Lone Vault Wanderer?
Yeah, it's Twitter character limit, so it's Lone Vault Wonder. You know, it's annoying.
Okay, yeah, well, you should, because he does some good stuff, and you should follow him, and a lot of good Fallout videos, a lot of good Fallout content as well. So anyway, Johnny, what was the question again from my dad? And I'll read the question back to you, so just give me a second.
Okay, in Banjo Patterson's poem "Waltzing Matilda,"
I'm trying to find your Twitch as we talk, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. It says, "Down came a jumbuck to drink that billabong."
What is a jumbuck?
What is a jumbuck? Is it a cow, a pig, or a sheep?
Is it a cow, a sheep, or a what?
A cow, a pig, or a sheep.
A cow, a pig, or a sheep.
Down came a jumbuck to drink at that billabong.
A pig, or a sheep. This is honestly, I'm gonna have to randomly guess this.
You're the only Australian I know.
I would say it's jumbuck. Sheep. Lock in sheep, Eddie.
We're locking a sheep in.
We're locking in sheep?
Yeah.
Which is absolutely correct.
You got it right. You got it right, Johnny. You got it right, Johnny.
And you kept the suspense going and made it sound as if you didn't know. Yeah.
Was that your phone a friend? I love it.
Yeah, you're my phone a friend for the day. I've got a question for you as well. What was the other one? It was 3.
Would you call an Australian friend Kelly, Cobber?
One sec.
Kelly, Cobber, or Digger?
Kelly, Cobber, or Digger? What means mate?
An Australian friend.
You can call you an Australian friend. Kelly, a Cobber, or a Digger?
Cobber.
He would have got it. He would have helped me out. He would have helped me. All right, thanks, Johnny. I've got to go because otherwise this section will last for absolutely ages, longer than it should.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
Thanks,
Bye.
Mate. Have a good night.
Cheers.
You too.
Johnny Roses, everybody. The television's Johnny Roses. All right. What's the What's the
The
next
score
question?
is 2-1. The score is 2-1. It's question number
Cheers,
4.
Johnny. Thanks for helping me.
Number 4 is, a bit of a multiple guess again. I'd like to know, how many stars are there on the Australian flag? Is it 5, 6, or 7?
Can I call Johnny again?
How many stars are there on the Australian
No, Johnny's
flag?
going to be against me now. He's watching the thing, and he's going to...
Is it 5, 6, or 7? Not yet? I don't have their answer yet.
Okay.
They're thinking.
Or they've all just left. Everyone's gone.
I have their answer.
I'm going to go right down the middle. 6. If in doubt.
Right down the middle, 6. 6. It is 6, yes, well done. There are 5 stars that represent the Southern Cross, the constellation, and then there's an additional star known as the Commonwealth or Federation Star, a big one sort of down underneath the flag, the little flag within a flag bit.
Fantastic.
So there are 6, and although there were differences of opinion in the chat line, the chatters got it as well. So they maintain their lead over you, 3 points to 2.
You know what? I'm happy with that.
You're happy with that? Okay. 3 points to 2. On to question number 5, which is halfway through, of course, today's quiz. Number 5 is simple 50-50. It's true or false. I'll read you out a statement, and if you agree with that statement, then write down the entire word true. If you disagree, the entire word false. Here's your statement. Melbourne is the capital of the Australian state of Queensland. True or false? Melbourne is the capital of the Australian state of Queensland. True or false?
Melbourne is the
capital of the Australian state of Queensland.
Ooh, God, this is really bad. I need to... First of all, I've never been to Australia, and I really want to go to Australia. I have not yet been to Australia.
It's a big place.
I know.
If you don't know the answer here, genuinely, get out a coin, flip it, and at least it'll give you
exactly
an answer.
I feel like the specificity of it, though, so I don't think it actually is a coin flip. I think you can actually apply logic to your 50-50 true or false answers because, of course, there is more. There are more. I mean, I don't know if this is correct mathematically, but there are more options available for it not to be the case. Therefore, it's more likely to not be the case if you think it is a completely 50-50 statement. I don't think that's actually correct because it could be just a true statement, and therefore it is a 50-50 split in my mind because I don't know either way. So I'm going to say...
This is very, very Vulcan of you.
I'm going true. I'm going true. I'm going opposite against my gut feeling, and I'm going to say true.
You're going to go against your... What did we say about going against your gut feeling last time?
I think I can't remember. I think it's completely... Nothing ever makes any sense, and actually it never matches up regardless of which way I go.
Well, when you do go to the Australian state of Queensland, you'll not be visiting Melbourne as the capital. It's absolutely false. Brisbane is the capital of Queensland. Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's okay. The chatters are all. I see the smiles in the way they're writing. True, false. They're ahead. It's 4 points to 2 at the halfway stage.
That doesn't surprise me.
Question number 6. Number 6, a sporting question. I know you love these, Edward. A sporting question. I'd like to know, what color caps do the Australian national cricket team wear?
I know this.
What color caps do the Australian national cricket team wear? Well, hang on to it because I haven't got theirs yet.
I'm pretty sure I know this.
I'm being told that Melbourne is Victoria. I have their answer.
Green?
Green is absolutely correct.
Yes!
It's a nice subdued color. I like it. Yes. I know okay,
that,
3 points. Well done.
Because of
Chatters
video
got it
games.
as well. It's 5 points to 3.
Not bad.
And all you sports watchers, yes. And a little bit of gold braid, don't they have as well? It's sort of yellow and green. And
yeah. Don Bradman, was he a guy? Don
Bradman was a very famous cricketer.
Yeah, and he has a video game out, and I watch a series where, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does. Check it out if anyone who likes video game stuff. There's a series called Monster Factory, originally done by Polygon. It's done by the McElroy brothers now. And they basically take video games and use the character creation screens to make these insane monsters. It's really fun, and I like to laugh along.
And he's and an insane monster is partly Don Bradman?
Well, Don Bradman has a game called Don Bradman's Cricket or something, and they use the character creation tool in that to make this bizarre-looking cricketer guy. It's very funny.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah.
It's silly, but it's good fun.
Well, you know me. I've been here too long. I actually enjoy cricket immensely. Yeah.
I went past Lords
more
the
so
other day.
Most English people think. Yeah.
I went past Lords.
Anyway, here we go. What Lords?
I walked past it the other day.
On your.
I'm on the walk. Yeah, it's right.
Peregrinations. You're perambulating.
I did. I was like, oh, because I looked at a map. Because they actually have... Did anyone know, before phones, and if you don't have your phone, there's actual maps at the side of the roads on bus stops that you can look at and go, oh, okay, I'm there. I didn't realise that those existed.
I still use them, yeah.
I think they're great. It's great fun to sort of organise. It was really good. Next time I want to do it again, but next time I want to do east. So I'm just going to walk east. So I did north. And although I don't know west at all, so maybe I'll do west instead. But it's really cool because you get to connect up all of the little areas of London, and actually, rather than just getting on a tube station and popping your head up and looking around and going, oh, I've got no idea how I got here. Do you know what I mean? Now I actually know the areas a little better. Feels good. I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'm enjoying reading a little bit of the
what are they saying?
The chat stream as well. Zig47 says, been in the UK 42 years, still don't like cricket. Well, it'll be the next 2 years that are key then, because I've been here about 44, 45, and yeah, it's, right. And it's wonderful. You've got to go to live cricket matches.
No, sorry. It's not the cricket you enjoy. It's the beer and the atmosphere with your mates that you enjoy.
You have a pint of Guinness in one hand. You have a portable listening device, and you're listening to a commentary from some radio station, and you occasionally hear the thwack of the bat, leather on willow, and it's wonderful. Choose a nice day. Blackpool has a beautiful little amphitheater, and they have county matches there sometimes.
Right.
Get out and see a cricket match.
Right, we'll all do it. That's what when we do our live show. The prize is going to be tickets to go to Blackpool Amphitheatre cricket with me and you. Why would anyone would want to do that? And you've got you have to sit in the middle between us as well.
And Bain's sixth formers will, they work at the burger tent and things like that.
Yeah, the top prize is that you are subjected to coming to cricket with me on one side complaining and you on the other side telling me to shut up.
That's where I first saw James Anderson, bowl. He was just a youngster then, and they were trying him out on the county circuit. It was really good. Yeah.
I don't know. I understand that all of those words mean things, but in that sentence together, they didn't really do anything for me. So I'm going to ask you for the next question, please.
Okay, here we go. Hey, the score is 5 points. 5 points to 3, and it is question number 7. Listen carefully. In 1919. Australia's, they developed their own salty black food paste after Marmite imports were disrupted by the war. What's it called? 1919, Australia developed its own salty black food paste after Marmite imports were disrupted by the war.
Did you know that I still don't know if I like Marmite or not?
I know I don't. It's a love-hate relationship, but I can tell you the story about why I don't like it when I first had it. But I have their answer.
Vegemite.
Vegemite is absolutely correct. Yeah.
And
it is virtually this. It's a yeast extract type thing.
I need to go pick up some yeast. Thank you for reminding me. Nutritional yeast.
When I first came over to this country, though, I mean, we shared a kitchen at Lancaster University. I was on an exchange program, and everybody made a meal for everybody else, alternated. Well, when it came to somebody else's turn, he said, I don't have this or that. Why don't I do this for you? Anyway, he suggested that he could put me some Marmite on toast. I said, okay, great. And then he went over and he sort of showed the knife to the jar, and then wafted it above the toast and gave it to me. And I thought, what? I mean, okay, I know he wants to make it last a while. He's a student, but hang on. So in the middle of the night, I'll admit, when I got the hungries, I went down there and I was looking around for something to eat, and there was his jar of Marmite.
Right.
And I thought, oh, wow. Now, in America, I used to love apple butter, a nice, big, thick, and dark and brown, and you'd lots of butter on a piece of bread and then really put it on about a half an inch thick. Yeah. Delicious. I did that with Marmite. I bit into it and couldn't feel my palate for 3 weeks afterward. It was,
I just don't like. I don't like. By the way, I love the idea of showing the knife to the bread, like showing the knife to it, and that's enough. You don't even have to actually touch it. You just show it. There you go. That's enough.
Waft it over the top.
I don't like the idea of it. I don't want to. I'm not sure I've ever tried it because I'm so put off by the idea that I might not like it. Like, why do I want a 50% chance that I'm going to hate this thing? I think it's the strangest marketing ever. It's effective, obviously, because everyone knows it. It's like love or hate it. Well, why don't they just go, well, actually, no, if you hate it, you're not using it correctly, and maybe if you apply it differently or have less of it, you would enjoy yourself. That's what I would do if I was the marketing people. I'd be
and if you don't put any on at all, you're going to have a great day, yes. Yeah.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Don't buy this. 50% of people shouldn't buy it, and you're like, okay? Like, it's like getting rid of a lot of your potential market. Because it's put me off massively.
Marmite, go outside and lick the road. Taste of Marmite.
Who said that?
Ethnification.
Ah, nice. Good. Right, next question. Sorry, we're tangential today.
Hey. It's 6 points
to 4. Different from
6 points to 4, doing very well here. It's question number 8. Okay, listen carefully. Again, I'll give you some choices. In America, the emergency services number is 911. Okay? Here in England, it's 999. What's the main number in Australia? Is it 000, 111, or 123? Obviously, over here it's 999. In the USA, it's 911. What is it? Is the main number in Australia? Is it 000, 111, or 123? I have their answer.
111.
111. 111. Well, they went for 111 as well, and the answer is 000.
Really?
000.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we don't know that. Like, we know 911 so much because of TV shows and movies.
TV shows and I think your sister. I took her to Liverpool to go to a concert.
Oh, yeah, there's a band called 911, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. I felt like I should have called a number and had a better response. A more interesting. No, I'm sorry. I'm probably really good if you were, a teen bop.
13-year-old girl.
That's right. Yeah. Although there was a lot of the cast of out in the foyer area outside, set in Chester, Hollyoaks. That's right. Mm. And there were a lot of the cast there at the time.
I bet there were. The 911 concert.
It was an interesting evening. But yeah, so it's. I think Telstra, the service over in Australia, they 112. They will forward numbers as well, 112.
Well, that's generous of them.
000 is the main number.
I'll remember that for next time I'm in Australia, and I need to call the police.
And you need to call the police.
Or ambulance.
It would
service
be horrible though on an old-fashioned phone. You would have to go 0, 0, 0. It would have taken you a long. I suppose.
Yeah, I've got a knife. Give me all of your money. Give me a second. Sorry, 1 second.
9. It would keep kids though, small children at that time, from I suppose just hitting a button 3 times very quickly and accidentally going to the emergency services.
I don't know if that's a problem. Is that a problem?
I don't know. Well, I do know that there are a lot of people out there who aren't children and who do abuse the system quite frequently and outrageously. But there could be a round in that, sort of true or false responses from 999 calls.
Great fun. Write it down.
Not that we want to make any in order to sort of live up to our reputation or anything like that. Provide answers. Okay, hey, it's 6 points to 4. It is question number 9, next to last. Now you can catch up, Edward. There are 2 questions left. Here we go. Okay. I'd like to know which Australian city was named after the wife of the English King William IV. Was it Adelaide, Alice Springs, or Maryport?
Oh,
which
come
Australian
on.
city
It could
was
be any of
named
those.
after the wife of the English King William IV? Is it Adelaide, Alice Springs, or Maryport?
Just logging back into my laptop. I'm not doing anything else. Not cheating. I miss history. I miss doing history classes. And I was forced to do it. You had to sit down for an hour every other day and you would learn stuff. And now it's like, well, there's lots of available resources to you, and you can at any time go online and learn all about the Viking. And I'm like, yeah, couldn't I?
But you don't bother. I have their answer.
I could. But I could also just sit around twiddling my thumbs playing multiplayer shooters online. Let's go for Maryport.
You're going for Maryport.
Yeah.
Now, Maryport seems like a pretty logical response because you've got William and Mary, Mary II, but that was William III. This is William IV, and it's Adelaide.
Of course,
Adelaide.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of Mary and
William and Mary, yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. William III. Yes.
A predecessor, yeah.
Always get those two mixed up, William III and William IV. They just come so close together,
We had quite a variation of answers in the chat stream as well. All 3 answers were there, but ultimately they did get to Adelaide.
Did they?
Yeah. So
well done, chatters.
They're there.
You lovely bunch of peeps.
7 points to 4. We have 1 question remaining. According to Australian scientists, if you drink the juice of this fruit before you take alcohol, you can reduce the hangover by 20%.
Oh, of course the Australians made this one up.
Is it the pear, the peach, or the mango?
According to scientists,
According to Australian scientists, if you drink the juice of this fruit before you take alcohol, you can reduce the hangover by 20%.
I did science in school.
The peach or the mango?
I did science in school. Does that make me a scientist? Or are these professionals?
I think these are professionals.
And do they have
researchers?
Are they do they have doctorates in
I didn't read that
research?
closely. I didn't check out the credentials of each person involved in the study.
Yeah, where is the study from? And if it begins,
I have the answer. I have their answer.
If it begins with daily, then I'm not. I'm discounting this question.
Daily Planet.
The Daily,
yeah.
The Daily Planet. Pear. No, mango. Let's go for mango.
You should have stuck with pear. It is the pear. But sadly, both you and the chatters went for mango.
Did we? Yeah, it just was a bit
mango
more
sounds a little bit more exotic, and it is one of the major fruits and exports and things of Australia. But it's the humble pear.
Do you have any more details on the pear?
You have a drink or two, and you cut down your chances of not the chances.
So the chances of the hangover are cut down, or the effects.
Reduce the hangover by 20%.
Reduce
I don't know.
In what way?
The time length. I'll have to go back and do some more research on the research.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't really mind or care. So that's it. Is that it?
A very mixed result today. 7 points to 4.
I enjoyed it, though. It was a good quiz about Australia. Very unexpected. I didn't expect a lot of those questions, so thank you very much for those questions. Snowy Monk says, are there any mangoes in Australia? Mango is generally a thicker juice, says Kazalia. A thicker juice. Alien says it's probably the water content. Commander Benker says, pear makes you hate life and drinking and sleep early. What? Pear makes you hate life? I don't know why.
Hate life and drinking and sleep early. Yeah.
Okay. Good question. In what way? Says Darren Signal. I don't know what your in what way does it reduce things down? Ed missed the opportunity on calling James Turner. I did actually miss the opportunity to call James Turner, and I did think about it, but the first Australian I thought of was Johnny Roses, and he was the second, and my phone's all the way over there, and maybe we can bring him on the next time. Sorry, Silky Nerd. Tried carrot whiskey and marrow rum, but not vodkas. Ooh, sounds interesting. I haven't drunk a spirit drink for at least 4 months at this point. That's interesting to think. And now I haven't even had a beer for
your liver says thank you.
5 weeks. Yeah. It is weird. It is a weird thing being entirely sober. It's a very strange feeling. But yeah, thank you everybody, and thank you WNL for that wonderful quiz all about Australia. Yeah, I learned a lot. I don't know how much of that information I'll retain,
or if it's worth retaining. Yes, but hey,
but everybody in the chat, you are all my. Oh no, I've even forgotten what that is. Clobbers. Cobber. You're all
Cobber.
You're all my. Can you have cobbers, or is it just like, all right, cobber?
Well, you can have a load of cobblers, but that means something very different. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. No, cobbers. Yeah, they're your cobbers. Your mates.
Yeah. Cobbers. Yeah, my mates. My cobbers. The chatters are the cobbers. I like that. That's good. They can be cobbers. We can all, when Bushranger comes back in, we can all tell him off for not turning her or her. We're assuming it's him. Incorrectly, maybe, who knows, for not turning up. But yeah, you successfully didn't do any sort of stereotypes. So I think you deserve a round of applause. So you can imagine the chatters. Round of applause right now for WNL for doing a top quiz that avoided almost all stereotypes and in fact taught us some new ones to play with. So thank you for that one. Very, very good. Yeah, take it easy. Have a lovely night. And I don't know about you, but I think we should do another one of these tomorrow. What do you think?
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good. All right. So what should we do a quiz about tomorrow? Do we need any suggestions, or are you already got enough in your
I have a few things up my sleeve.
Okay. All right. So we should just wait and see, or should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll surprise you.
We're gonna get a surprise. Apparently, that's nice. All right. Well, thank you very much. And as always, we're going to show Jack Little's ending screen here. But if you do have an ending screen that you've been working on, I know that the Honey Thief has been working on a lovely ending screen, but I haven't officially received it yet as the final piece of work. I don't believe so. Unless I have and I'm being very rude, let me know in the chat, the Honey Thief, and I can bring it up right now. But I absolutely love what I saw over the weekend. If not, we'll just use Jack Little's for now. But if you've got an idea for an ending screen, please do send it to me. You can find me on twitter.com/EdwardClewis and send that over there. Or you can send it to here on the messages. Oh, he's tweeted it. So yeah, we can bring it up right now. So let's have a look. Let's have a search. This is a man uses the internet. I think I'm going for the bright one because it's nice. So, funnily enough, have a look at my jumper today. Oh, give me a second, silly me. Have a look at my jumper, my sweater. Have a look at my sweater. As you can see, look at this guy. Can you see him? WNL.
Not yet, but I'm sure it'll be there in a matter of seconds.
There you go. Right. This is the mascot. This is the mascot for a game called Fallout, which is one of the many games that Bethesda Game Studios and Bethesda, the company I work for, publishes. So, did you see that? You saw it?
I've seen nothing, but that's okay. I'm picturing it in my mind.
You couldn't see on the screen. Can you not see the chat?
No.
Oh.
I can see the chat.
Can you see us, or not? Have you paused it?
No. I can see us. and I can see but no, I see nothing. I see nothing.
You can see. Can you see me?
Yes.
So did you see my jumper?
I saw your jumper.
Yeah, with the boy's face. With Vault Boy.
Oh, yes.
He's called Vault Boy.
Yes.
Oh, everyone's getting a glimpse of what it's like when you and I have a conversation not online. But basically,
What you want understanding? You want rapport? You want no.
Yeah,
no.
we've got to do a
Can't
combination of
have
both. So the Honey Thief made this for us. Look at this. Thank you for watching the quiz starring Edward and Walter. So thank you to the Honey Thief, and the Honey Thief, of course, as well. Click on his name in the chat and give him a follow too, as well. Or also a wonderful streamer. So thank you for watching today. And look, he's made us into Fallout characters, which I absolutely love.
That. I like that.
Yeah, it's very cool, isn't it? So thank you, the Honey Thief. That's awesome, and thank you everybody. For coming along, and we'll be back tomorrow with another one of these quizzes. See ya. Bye.
Bye.